Hi everybody, it's Lisa Campion here again, since I had a little technical glitch with the last video I did. But I just wanted to do a little shout out here to all of my empaths and sensitives. I love you guys. It's been a rough time for us. This summer's been really challenging, and I think it's been challenging for everybody, certainly. Sensitive people and empaths have kind of a set of unique challenges when the energy gets tough. And I've definitely had a slew of people in my office, of empaths and sensitives in my office in the past couple of weeks who are just really suffering with what's been going on. And like, it's been kind of a 1-2 punch we've been getting this summer with the difficulties that we've been facing. So on one hand, I noticed that there's really like a flood of people that are becoming more and more sensitive during this time. And you know, there's a lot of words that we can use to describe what's going on in the development of our human consciousness right now. Some people call it the shift. Some people call it the ascension. I don't really know what to call it. I just noticed that there seems to be a swell of people that are like waking up, that are kind of reaching consciousness, and that those people often kind of hit a level of sensitivity that is, you know, extreme, right? So then if you add on top of it all of the things that we do, like Reiki, yoga, and meditation, that really further open us up, so when we do those things, it continues to develop our sensitivity to make us more sensitive, though they're sort of really powerful spiritual practices that we have on every street corner right now, which is great, but it also means that, you know, people who are sensitive just get more when they're doing that. So on one hand, we have this increased sensitivity, and on the other hand, there's just been a lot of really weird and crazy things that have been going on this summer. So for example, there was the eclipse, which was really a powerful energy whammy for a lot of us. We had super bad solar flares on top of that. They were actually the worst solar flares that have been out for like the past 10 years. And people that are highly sensitive will tell you that both eclipse energy and solar flare energy, the coronal mass ejections, have a big impact. I don't think they impact everybody, but I do feel like they impact people that are highly sensitive quite a bit. So then I add on top of that hurricanes, right? All that energy that's been going on. We've had the threat of war, we've had terrorist attacks, and kind of the general unraveling of the familiar that we've been in. And, you know, and I feel like because empaths are so tuned to the sensitive, they're so sensitive to the suffering of the world, when a big thing happens like a hurricane, then we kind of feel like this blast wave. We feel this wave of energy from the event, and then we kind of get a kickback that is also the energy of everybody feeling stuff about the event that we were, you know, experiencing. So that's also a little bit of a 1-2 punch. And you know, you got to remember too that empaths just don't feel. It's just not like they're extra emotional. They are, but they're also feeling other people's feelings as if they're their feelings. So if you're an empath and you sit next to somebody that's sad, you feel their sadness as if it's your sadness. You don't just notice it, you feel it as if it's yours. Okay? So that's really why empaths get called the psychic sponges. And also because the energy field that we have is more porous, more absorbent. We really do earn the title of psychic sponge. However, so it's been, you know, you add all those things onto each other, and it's just been really difficult and really challenging. But there is something that might be a consolation for you to know. And because I want you to remember what the gift of empathy is. I want you to remember that all empaths are meant to be healers. They have the gift of the healer. They have this built-in MRI and X-ray machine, right? It's like when I work on somebody, I put my hands on them and I can feel in my body what they're feeling in their body. That's the gift. That's called physical empathy. And then there's emotional empathy, which is feeling people's emotions. Now, if you're a healer like I am, that's an incredible gift. That's an incredible diagnostic tool to help people. So really, the gift of empathy is for healers, helpers, and caretakers. All empaths are meant to be using their gifts for something like that. Plus, it's also my theory that the more empathic we are, the more kind of advanced our souls are. So I think that being an empath is a sign of spiritual maturity and development. Old souls are almost always empaths, right? And if you think about it that way too, then as our souls mature and develop, we become more sensitive. We get to this place where we really know, we really feel all the way through us that we are all one, we're all connected. And it's, kind of like where the spiritual masters end up, where Buddha and Jesus ended up. I think those guys were pretty strong empaths too, because increased empathy is a sign of spiritual development. And I think that, I sometimes think, if all of the people in the world were empaths, there'd be no violence, it's very hard to hurt somebody else when you're an empath, because hurting somebody else, we feel everything. It's like hurting yourself. It's very, very hard to do. So if you are an empath, pat yourself on the back, right? Because, you're an old soul and you're really here to do a lot of good and help in the world by being a healer. And in honor of empaths and the difficulties we've had this summer of running a special, I wanted to give back to my empath community by offering this special. If you book a session with me between now and October 12th, you're going to receive a free gift from me. It's pretty cool. It's my Gift of Empathy video class. And this class consists of 5 pre-recorded videos that are going to teach you some really elegant ways to say no and hold on to your boundary, set boundaries like a pro and really gain respect while you're doing it, manage your relationships so that they're not so draining for you, and I do this all by kind of using a series of guided meditations that are going to help you get really grounded and stay connected to the earth, help you feel safe in your body, clear negative energy, the stuff that you pick up from just being out and about in the world, replace your last energy so that you don't leak energy and leak away your precious life force energy. And empaths often suffer from fatigue, okay? And then you're going to learn some really great energy kung fu to handle the people that are draining to you. And also how to shield and protect yourself in tricky and toxic environments, which is basically everywhere. So I'd love to see you if you're struggling with the sensitivity. Come in and see me and get this special. This is a class that I normally sell for a couple $100. So it's really good. But I just wanted to give it. I just wanted to help. And help all you guys that I've been seeing struggling with your sensitivity. So I hope that helps you guys, and I really am psyched to see you. Come on in and see me. Thanks, guys. Bye.